So one of the biggest differences between where I board Rudnick now versus where I was boarding him before is I am now responsible for supplying his hay. At the last boarding location, that was worked into the monthly price of the board, and they supplied the hay, fed the hay, and took care of all of that. So pretty much all I had to do was just send in my payment every month. And where he is now, they will do the daily feedings and make sure he's getting as much as he needs or how much I ask them to feed him. But I'm still responsible for finding, purchasing, and bringing the hay in.
No, but if you can throw it in on the side, like the other one did.
And because I don't own my own truck, it can actually be quite difficult sometimes figuring out how I'm actually going to get the hay to the farm.
Or just lay it flat.
Lay it flat.
Easier that way, yeah.
I am very blessed though, because I actually have a few girlfriends who have trucks, and with their help, we've actually been able to keep enough hay at the barn to get them through until my parents visited this month.
And let's go on top. On the side.
My parents came from Saskatchewan to visit for the last week, and my dad brought his utility trailer with him. So I was actually able to borrow that to go and get a decent sized load of hay that's going to last us a number of months before I even have to worry about it again. Which is going to be a lot off my mind, which is going to be great, because stressing every few weeks on how I'm going to get more hay to the farm for him before he runs out, it's taken a bit of a mental toll on me. But now we're good, we're set for a while, and it's going to be at least the end of summer before I have to worry about it again. And even though I need to provide, pick up, and pay for my own hay, they're still doing all of his daily feedings. So if I can't make it out there every day, or if we ever go away, I know that at least he's not missing any meals.
Can you help?
But sometimes it can be extremely stressful if I don't know where I'm going to get my hay from.
Slide in that way.
And so a few years ago, there was very little supply in town. Everybody was kind of scrambling to get as much as they could. And when that happens, it usually means prices are going to get hiked up a lot as well, which can make it almost impossible to find anything within your budget.
You got room for all this hay?
Thankfully, I got really lucky with the guy that I was able to locate this year. He has 60-pound bales of alfalfa grass orchard mix that are about $11 a bale. And because his hay is on the cheaper side, it enabled me to get enough that's going to last us a number of months.
Put them on the ground.
And a little bit of random hay education for you. Yes, hay comes in many varieties. You have Timothy, Braham, orchard, grass, alfalfa mix, and all of it depends on what your horse's needs are. And with Rudnick being such an easy keeper, we usually have to get him hay that is mostly just grass with maybe a little bit of alfalfa mixed in.
Smells like horses.
Imagine that. We're on a farm.
You got it?
And we usually stick with the first cut because the fat content will be a lot lower in that than it would be in the second cut. And to kind of give a little bit of an idea of what first and second cut are, first cut will be the first harvest that the farmer gets from the hayfield, and second cut will be the harvest that comes off a little later in the year once the field has had a chance to kind of grow out a bit more again. Hay can also come in so many varieties. And you can get round bales that could be as much as 1,300 pounds. You can get large square bales that could weigh as much as 900 pounds. But right now, I found that the easiest for us and our situation is definitely the smaller square bales, which are just a bunch of compressed flakes together that you can break off and feed them. And those are usually anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds a bale. And a horse Rudnick size will eat anywhere from 20 to 25 pounds of hay a day, which means we can get 2 to 3 days out of each of these bales.
Alright, let's start bringing them over. Once they get high, you call me.
Yeah.
And the square bales are just so much easier to handle than if I was trying to roll around a big round bale or using a tractor to move a large square bale. And now that I am 11 weeks postpartum, I've been given the all clear to slowly start getting back to my normal daily activities, which means I no longer have to just stand around and watch, feeling useless while everybody else is stacking my hay for me.
That's not Josie.
And I'm also super blessed to have a fiance who is very supportive and helpful in these situations, because I know many people would think, not my horse, not my problem, but he is always there for me. I don't even need to ask, ready to chuck some bales around. And I mean, come on, you're not gonna get this kind of full body workout at a gym.
This went gross.
Although the allergies definitely don't like it when I'm inhaling all the hay dust that comes with it.
Let's lay that one there.
Some of it looks, I don't know if that's dry or
Yeah, it's just some
Sun bleached.
yeah.
Okay, that one can go that way.
Kate, scoot you.
Flat.
Huh?
Lay it
Oh, you
flat.
want it this way?
Not on its side, yeah. Just because then we can keep them levels.
And because my fiance had no experience with horses prior to us meeting, he's learning all kinds of things that he never knew before. Like how there's a very specific way that you want to stack hay so that it doesn't all come tumbling down on top of you when you pull out a single bale.
And I can chuck them straight up. Hold up. I need to. Actually, yeah, just throw it lengthways in there. Other way.
What?
You need to turn it. You have to stagger them or they all come down. So there's a specific method to stacking hay.
Fair enough. Use your muscles.
I realized very quickly that we were running out of room, and considering we had picked up 60 bales, it was going to be a tight squeeze to see if we could actually fit everything in the shelter that we had.
Hey, bud. Good, how are you?
Throw that on top of here.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
If it doesn't, whatever is left over, you guys can use that little like
Covered
cover
area.
area.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
It's just on the other side of the fence,
Perfect.
but you guys can just drive right through, and
This should fit.
okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's a little high, but
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Well, you guys get back to it.
Thanks,
thank
man.
you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to that space. Just if you need it.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Got it? Yep. Oh, yeah. All those muscles you're making. You stack. Those are going back up.
This one goes still.
Need help?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
This is a light one. Here.
Okay, I need to organize this real quick.
Okay.
And it was at about this moment that I realized that we very much were not going to be able to make it all fit.
How many more are there?
How many more?
About 20.
20 more.
We're gonna have to use the other shelter.
You can, you should be able to go up right there where you are and stay,
Yeah.
and stay within the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Pick that up for a sec. Put this one down.
And I will say, after having to load 60-pound bales and then unload and stack 60-pound bales, your arms really start to feel like rubber.
Just a wee bit.
Step.
And although I really like to try and be the super tough farm girl that doesn't need to ask for help, every now and then I still need to ask for help because sometimes my arms are just a little too rubbery to get that bale up where I need it.
I'll lift these up if you want.
That's okay. I got it.
I know you're Superwoman. I want you to hurt yourself.
And this was one of those moments that I definitely should have asked for help. Because as I was lifting this bale, I could definitely feel my wrist pop.
Yeah.
You
okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It just,
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it now.
yeah. I didn't have enough of a step stool.
So on top of there?
Yeah. Here. Step ladder your way up. That's what I should have done. Yeah,
This one
push
goes
that.
this way?
No, push that in that way. Actually, it does, but that's okay. Off on the order a little bit. Okay. And then you have to
These
go
ones?
down.
Okay.
You can push from the bottom.
Okay.
1, 2.
But if there's anything that's going to help me lose this pregnancy weight, throwing around 60-pound hay bales will definitely do the trick.
What you doing?
And we had about 10 bales that wouldn't fit in the hay shelter, so we ended up having to take advantage of the additional storage they had for
How
us.
many bales did we get?
60.
60. Yes.
You should be good for a bit.
Yeah.
Redneck. We got you lots of food now. Hey?
Saw my jorts.
Can't. Mad.
Farted.
We did.
Yeah, food for you, man. Food for you. Oh yeah. You're a good doggy. You're a good doggy. You're a good doggy.
And now I've got at least a few months before I have to worry about it again. And come spring, they'll be going out to the pasture anyways, so I think it's safe to say Rudnick will not be starving this year.